What's up with y'all, man? Before we get into today's video, I just want to encourage everybody listening to this message right now to detach from any bias, from any ways that is going to bring you out of a logical mindset. And I encourage anybody who is coming in to and reading the Bible to do that as well. And really find the beauty of life in general, but not only life, the Bible. Find the beauty in that from an unbiased standpoint. Think of everything in a logical sense. So when I speak, don't think that I am just ignorantly and manipulated into thinking the ways that I think. There's reasons for everything. There's a reason why the Bible was written. There's a reason I feel this way. And that will open you up as a person in so many ways that will be beneficial to you, but it will be, most importantly, make you open to seeing the truth. Nobody, and I repeat, nobody can speak of any man this way without having experience. The experiences that I go through, I am completely sane. And so just know, while you listen to today's video, there is a reason why I can speak so passionately about the Lord, that I can speak so passionately about Jesus, our Lord, our God, and why I can even make that claim. So that is the message that I want to start with before we get into today's video, and be blessed, but detached mentally as you listen to today's story. When I gave my life to Christ, instantly, I gained a lot of wisdom of things that I did not know before. But one of the things that I really got a grasp on was the fact of how dangerous it is to have idols over the Lord. And so naturally, I was just feeling conviction to get rid of all the idols I had. And I had a lot, and a lot of the main ones, I'll go over the main ones. So the main idols that became very apparent to me were my hair. Definitely my hair, clothes, women, sin. We'll say sin. I immediately began to want to flee from all of it. And anytime that I would even get like anything close to like dabbling in any of that, instantly I would just begin to back up. I began the process of removing all the idols I had over God in my life, because the love he showed me, the love God has for you, the love Jesus has for all of us is so strong. And for somebody that loves you that much, how could you put something over them? So I began the process of just getting rid of everything that I was holding on to over God like that. And the biggest one that I've been having deliverance through and from was my hair. And a lot of people think that like, oh, you just cut your hair off for God. That makes no sense really. But it goes deep, because I thought that I needed my hair, I needed my locks to feel good about myself. I thought I needed it to, before I gave my life to get girls and to be loved. And that's the problem. That's really the problem that a lot of people don't realize. When you have these idols, you value them so much, you feel like you cannot live without them. And my hair was the biggest one. So, of course, now back then I didn't think about it, but now I really look like I was in a relationship where I thought I was happy in it, and the girl, she would literally tell me if I ever cut my locks off, she would leave me. And like you want to have somebody that loves you for who you are. You want to have somebody that loves you for the qualities you bring, not for your hair. If you feel bound to somebody just for their hair, that's not a relationship. That's not love that you have for them. You're also idolizing it. And a lot of girls would also idolize it. I would get a lot of compliments. Man, I tell you, I ain't got nearly as much compliments after I cut my hair. And it's not a lustful thing. I don't feed into them like I did when I was living so lustfully. But girls will literally come after you just because you have locks. Just because you have a certain hairstyle that they like, they will literally idolize your hair. They will like everything. They will even look past bad red flags just because you have nice hair. And so I didn't really think about that in the moment, but now Christ shows me like that I got rid of that idol. It's going to make my life better in so many ways. And it's ways that I didn't even think of before I got saved. Like Jesus changed my life for real, whole 180. But it just really hits different. Like you don't think about that kind of stuff when you're just holding this stuff and you have it on such a high pedestal and you're blind to it. And Jesus is the truth, man. He'll show you the truth. Through him, you will find the truth in life. And you realize a lot of that stuff doesn't matter. Like clothes, I was spending so much money on clothes. So much money to the point where I didn't have time to go do things with my family. I didn't have money to go do things with my family, my siblings. I didn't have time to go do things with the girl that I was in a relationship with. It just is like a overarching thing that is driving me. And it's really self-destructive, especially in this time of my life where money is important. You know, money is to be used on things that actually matter. And clothes is just such a small significance. And I thought I needed to get my closet up to a point where I felt like I could have a fit for each day. And I have a lot of nice clothes now, but it just doesn't matter. Like I could lose all these clothes tomorrow and I would still be completely fine. I would still love God. I would still have everything. I would have life. I would be happy. So you remove the idol from that and you start to not care. You start to value it less and you start to not care. Like you'll notice, I don't care what I got on this day. Stuff like that, man. And the clothes, you'll feel conviction over wearing certain clothes. Just, that stuff I shouldn't be wearing. The love I have for my Lord, I shouldn't be defiling him like this. And another one, like I said, was sin. I thought I couldn't give up. My biggest one was really music. And also girls was a big, lust and music, lust and secular music were like my biggest two. I literally, in my head, when I look back now, the only thing keeping me from having a true relationship with the Lord was the fact that I could not give up my music. Music had got me, I felt like music got me through some of the deepest times in my life, and I could never give that up. I had a 1,700 song playlist. I was always looking for new music. Music was like my life, pretty much. We'll say that. Music was my life. Borderline. And I was not willing to give it up over having a relationship with God. I used to literally, me and my ex used to literally talk about the fact that that is a thing. We used to say that we don't want to get baptized yet because we have things that we're not willing to let go yet, which is just insane. Like, and also the crazy thing is God always had a touch on me in certain ways, but I used to literally think about that. And even before I was saved, really just wonder like, what is stopping me. This is the only thing stopping me from getting baptized and giving my life to God. Like this is crazy. And I would tell her that, but it just would go to a blank zone where we would just let it like go and basically just decide that we're going to continue to live in sin. And it just hits different looking back. Like, your life is going to be changed for the better in so many ways. And so I instantly, I deleted and undownloaded my entire playlist. I love worship music now. It is the best thing ever. Like, I I love it. And I used to listen to gospel music and worship music, and I used to be listening to this stuff like, man, what am I listening to? Like, borderline put me to sleep. And then I would another thing that I feel like is relevant to that, I used to fall asleep in church a lot, which is crazy. But um yeah, I let that playlist go, deleted that playlist. That was one of the biggest, I think that was the biggest idol I had. No, it was probably women. Women was a big idol in my life. I used to literally glorify black women. And it's good and all to have respect and have, you know, it's good to be committed to, and it's good to, but literally idolizing women, like, this is my main goal in life. I want a nice looking girl. I want a life with a nice looking girl. That's my main goal over anything. It's crazy. And not only that, but black women, like, specifically. Like, I'm all for, if you love black women, that's good, but you should not specifically be only aiming just for a black woman. You're not gonna get anything good from that, because in just all honesty, it's a lot of black women that need to be healed. It's a lot of black women out here that is damaged, and it's a lot of good black women, but you're not gonna find a good woman in general just looking for one specific kind. You're gonna find the general populace, which any kind of woman, black or anything, if you love white women, if you're just looking for white women, you're going to find the general populace, which a lot of the general populace just damaged. They're living life of sin. They're going to you're going to get into a relationship with these people, and it's just going to be so stressful for you, because these people they're bound by their sin. So they're not going to be able to control and have rational thought in certain situations. And that is just going to bring the downfall of so many things, and specifically relationships. But that's just so powerful to me, that God is really like removing all these idols from my life. And it was so easy to give all this stuff up. Like, it just becomes so easy once you really know the love that God has for you, the love that Jesus has for you. It's so fulfilling to where, like, these things don't even matter. But it'll change your life. Like, in all ways, throughout your life, you're going to realize, like, just throughout this little month, I've realized so many ways that my life is going to be better, and has been better, just because I let go of these idols in my life. I don't be stressing, man. I give all my worries up to God, which is what he says do in the Bible. He says he is I forgot the exact word, in something, not enabler, of course, but he is there to help. You put all your worries in him. You leave it all to him, in his will. That is you surrendering your life to him. So surrendering your life to him. So your life is now in his will. Your life is now in God's will. You live specifically for God, and now God's will is in your life. Your life is in his will. So everything that you do with God in the center, you will prosper. That just is how that works. That's how it's going to work. As God, you are now centering. I'm deciding God is the center of my life right now. So now your life bends to God's will. I don't think a lot of people really fathom that. A lot of people are not willing to let go of what they want to control in their life, rather than let the literal creator of humanity control it, which will you will prosper so beautifully if you do that. And that's something, I used to be like that. I didn't want to let go of so many things. I didn't want to let go of a life of sin, because I wanted to do everything my way. I wanted to have it. And I used to feel like God is so selfish and this and that. Like, I can't believe used to think like this. But I'm like, this God wants me to give everything to him. Like, this is a cult. Christianity's a cult. I used to look at Christianity like a cult. Like, man, so I'm just supposed to give my music, my idols away. I'm supposed to do all this and give him everything. Like, that's so bounding. But you don't realize that fact of what I just said. When you surrender your life to God, as crazy as that might sound, your life is just sin. You live for sin. So that's going to sound crazy. But when you surrender your life to God, you are now in God's will. Your life is moving in God's will because he's controlling you. He's the center of your universe. So now it moves according to him. And just really, really take that in. Because what can't he do, right? You now become unstoppable. Everything you do now from that point is going to make you happy. Everything. He's the life, the way, the truth. And you hear these words and they really hit you once you do. Once you really surrender, they really hit you. They hit deep. They hit different. And it's hard to hear this stuff as a non-believer or as a unfaithful person, but trust me. Take a risk on God, you ain't gonna lose. That's the only gamble that you take as a sinner. You as a sinner, it's gonna sound like a gamble, but that's the only gamble you will ever take that will 100% pay you back. That is the only gamble it's not even a gamble. It sounds like a gamble. I'm just using, the idiom of that, but that gamble is the only gamble that you will take where you're 100% going to be paid back, 100% payback rate. And life just gets so much better. Like, anytime I'm stressing, just give it to God. Anytime I'm just give it to God. I need the power to do this, God. God, 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 God. And then your life is in his hands. And there's nothing he can't do. Nothing. But yeah, so I've been feeling so wonderful, and he's been showing me and opening my mind, opening my eyes to so many things that those idols were stopping me from doing. And a big one of it was now that I was willing to give up women and chasing women and specific women and give up my hair that was attracting the women that I was looking for and this and that. Now that I've done that, now the women that I attract are actually gonna like me for me. Now the women that I attract are actually gonna have to be bound. They're not bound, God forbid, not bound, but they're going to be infatuated by what I bring to the table as a man, not looks, not anything worldly. They're going to be brought in by my mind now. They're going to be brought in by the way I care for myself. They're going to be brought in by everything other than my hair. And the thing is, I'm a good looking guy. I will say I'm a good looking guy. Why would you want that hair covering your face if you're a good looking guy? And everyone who has long hair knows it can be a little bit stressful to deal with. Like, having it up all the time can put stress on your hairline if your hair is weak. Like, that's a thing that I used to have. My hair is really thick and my locks were very healthy. But at a certain part of my hair, it just was making my hair a little thin. And I was the guy who was giving everybody lock advice. Like, my locks were nice and I didn't have a lot of thinning, but it was this one spot. Like, no matter how good you take care, I had this one spot and it wasn't doing too good. And now that I don't have locks, it feels wonderful all the time. I've never had no tension. Obviously, there's no tension to be had, but it just feels so much better. Like, it's going to actually start growing in now. And I know that. And it's like so many things came from that decision to give him myself in that way. So many things. And a big one that he's working with me now I had an idol of food. I had a big idol of food. I had a huge appetite. I still look forward to having meals. I can go a whole day now without eating. I went on a 3-day fast less than a month into my journey with the Lord. 3-day fast. And by fast, I ain't talking about just no food, man. No food, no water, no media, no gaming. Gaming was also an idol that I actually self-beat a little bit. It's still, I like the game. And if it ever becomes a problem, I know that, it's bound now. It is like a pet. Gaming is my pet now. It does not control me. But those 3 days were the easiest 3 days, the most loving, caring 3 days of my life. I thought it would be so hard. Man, I used to eat like a pig. And I thought these 3 days are going to be so hard because I am who I am and I eat a lot. And I'm like, my stomach's going to be rumbling and this and that. Those were some of the easiest 3 days of my life. And it really just changed my mind about food. It changed my body's response to not having food. I have not been just having, now I ain't gonna cap. I have cravings sometimes, but naturally especially throughout these days since, I genuinely like just borderline have been eating less, which is, that's not what we should be aiming for, just to eat less, but it's not on purpose. Like, my body just knows that it doesn't need that anymore. So I'm just like in this natural state where I'm just naturally having less and I'm thriving more off of less. And so the spirit of gluttony that was attached to me is now being delivered away from me through that. And these ways he's going to deliver you. Now, deliverance, I don't want to make it a term where we're just like, we can do it on our own, but God can do anything. Okay. I just want to make that very known that God can do anything and you can do anything through God. And if you have a true connection with the source, you're going to be delivered from everything. Now, it's very hard to get a very true connection in every way. And that's the way that, like, not everyone can just be delivered on their own. That's why some people need to be delivered by people that really know deliverance. And there's probably some ways that I still need to there's 100% ways I know I need to be delivered. But God can and will deliver you from anything that you need to be delivered from. And if you truly submit to him, he will deliver you from everything you need to be delivered from. It's imperative too. He'll deliver you from it all. Through the ways that you live for him, naturally, you'll be delivered through it all. It's like a body cleansing. You live for him, you're fixed, you're healed, you're going to be healed. And that's just the way that he works. And it's like undescribable. Some people, I've heard a lot of conversations and arguments about how the human mind is really possible of doing anything. You can recalibrate your mind. You know how hard it is to do that without God? You know how hard that is to do without any outside sources? It's so hard for a man to conquer his own mind. You are literally, your worst enemy is your mind, yourself. That's why they say your worst enemy is yourself. Your worst enemy is your mind. And your mind, you and your mind alone, your mind can literally grasp you. Like, you don't understand the power that your mind has. And it gets so unexplainable to me. Like, my mind, I was an enemy of my mind was my enemy at a point. And it's like now through God, it's bound because he goes over anything that I'm thinking now. I have him up there. And it's like now everything is so easy. Everything is so easy. It's so easy to let go of stuff now. It's so easy to do. It's so easy to give it all up to him now. It's so easy to do all of this stuff. And I'm not saying that life is going to be just straight perfect butterflies and rainbows, but you'll know what I mean. You'll know what I mean in this life. And a lot of people, Of course, I came in and not the worst scenario ever. A lot of people come in worse situations than me and expect it all just to flip. And that's what deters them away. That's so selfish. That's so selfish because you didn't even give him time to work. If you give him time to work, everything's going to work out in your favor. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee it. Like, it's imperative. I know it will. It goes like that. And all these people like me telling you that the love God has for us empowers us this way and does all these wonderful things, you got to take the message at some point, man. You got to hear us out and you got to know you have discernment. Every human is born with discernment. So you got to know who's talking, who not. We talking for real. When it come to God, we talking. We are. We know what we're talking about because we're here and we feel it. We want everyone to feel it. We want you to feel it. When you're a follower of God, you want everybody to feel like this. And it ain't no cult. I didn't have to be here. I had every ample choice to go do whatever I want. To this day, I could defy God. I could leave him. But why would I want to do that? I would never want to do that because I love him that much and he loves me that much and he does unspeakable things for me. Wonderful things for me. He fills me with so much love. Where it's like, I don't need anything else. So why would I want to step away from that? And we want everybody to feel that. We want y'all to feel that too. So y'all, as hard as it sometimes sounds, it used to sound so Christianity used to sound so crazy to me in some ways before I got saved. But man, we really talking, like we're not just talking. We are really trying, like we want the best for y'all. If you're a true follower of Christ, you want to be like Jesus. You love everybody. You love everybody, no matter what they do to you, no matter how they treat you, no matter how you act, no matter how they act, no matter what they look like, you love them. That's like my brother right there. That's like my sister right there. That's like my dad, my mom. These people are like family. Everyone walking this earth is like family to you. So you want them to feel and experience what you know is the truth and the source. And it's so many things in this world set to take us off of the truth. But you got to have discernment. We talking about rich, man. You can hear somebody who got nothing talking about how good life is with God. Like, God, life just is so good with him. And you'll hear that, man, and you'll look at your own stuff and man, this guy crazy. This guy, he don't even know what he's talking about, man. This dude is crazy. But man, we really know. We just want y'all to know too. We care, man. We care about y'all. And we want y'all to know too. And that's the thing that a lot of people, you guys we're here to help each other. And especially somebody who is a real Christian, they want the best for you. They want it. They want you to have everything, man. But not everything is about the worldly stuff. When you have a connection to the source like that, when you have a connection to the Father like that, it's the best thing you could ever have. You don't care if nobody do this or do that. You don't care about the stuff of the world because you know who you have. And he's over all. Don't nothing matter. And it ain't no namaste, this, that. It just is that he is so overarching like that. Or you don't got to worry about nothing. It's so much love. So much peace. Peace that makes no sense. Protection on all sides from everything. Man, I get so passionate talking about God, but because he just is so wonderful like that. And we're not just talking, we saying this for a reason, but y'all gotta know, man, y'all gotta wake up, y'all gotta be revived. Y'all gotta finally wake up. I was spiritually asleep. I was spiritually dead for so long, but you gotta wake up. Please wake up. Please. I know it took for me. I hope everyone has an experience, but it took for me to have an experience where I just really had to know, like God just really had to show me, yeah, this me. It's real. No reason for you to feel like this. You feel like this because I'm showing you that. But you can have that too. He'll show you Jack just as he showed me. Why would he? I don't know why he showed me that to this day. But that just goes to show you he'll show you just the same. But you gotta, come on, man. Take that step. You got this. I want to see all y'all. I want everybody to prosper through God. I want everybody to be saved. I want to see everybody in eternal life. Eternal life sounds so crazy, but you'll know. You'll know it's the truth once you surrender. You scared to surrender. You don't want to let that go. But you'll have so much more. Come on, man. Man, I love y'all. All y'all listening to this video, I love y'all. And I want to see you prosper. And the way to prosper is through God. You're not going to be fully satisfied in the end with the way that you're living if you ain't surrendered to God. I want you to, though, and you will. I know you will. Give it to him. Give everything to him, and he'll give it right back times 10. Come on. Take the right investment. Stop investing in trade. Stop trading, man. Stop trading life. You might fail. Life is like trading. You might fail if you put your money, if you put your spiritual investment into the world. But God is like a APY savings account. You're bound to get that money every month. You're going to get that money. So stop trading, man, and invest. Man, I love y'all. Please take this message, man. Please take this message. I got no reason to be making these videos, but for the love of God. So know that the fact that just the love of God drives me to make these videos and share this testimonies and stuff, let that be testament. He loves you, man. He's there for you in ways that you don't even know. He's there. He's always there. Give it up. Give it all to him and watch how he changes your life. He's the truth. He's love. He's peace. And it's love for me, man. I love all y'all. And I hope y'all got something from this video, man. That's going to be the end of this talk. That's going to be the end of this story. And just know that it's love and we accept you. He accepts you. Jesus accepts you and loves you fully. And no matter how hard or how deep you got in life, he still loves you through it. Even if you kill 10 people, you could still be saved. He still loves you. So we need revival. Be revived, man, in the love of God. Be revived. Wake up. Peace out. And you'll think you have it until you have it. But you'll know once you have it. And even if you have to spend your entire life searching for it, I really hope that you find it. And I believe that anyone who truly seeks Jesus in their heart and is willing to submit to him all their ways, they will find him. He will reveal himself to them just as they need to be, just as I was revealed. And that's going to be the out message. When you guys are out there, you feel broken, you feel lost, you feel like you've never experienced him or he's never shown himself to you. Don't give up, because I don't know what I did for him to be able to show me that. But he's going to do the same thing for you. As long as you don't give up,
on pursuing that relationship. He's changed my life. He's gave me peace that I don't even know how I have. And that's no coincidence. Be woke to it and be ready. He's there. He's always been here. He's always been there for you. Once you accept that, which he will reveal to you, everything that you want to know, he will reveal to you. Once you know, you'll know. It's the truth.